Blind Alchemy Podcast.
Just like other scientists, Newton and Einstein had ideas that weren't testable, and those ideas got thrown out. But the ideas that were testable or repeatable are lauded, and that's why we still know who Tesla is today, because he did come up with certain ideas that were really good. And less people know about Walter Russell because less of his ideas were provable through repeatable scientific experiments, which I think is a point that you brought up when we were discussing this before. You were saying, well, what if they're right? They do present some completely different concepts than what we've seen in modern science.
Right. We may not be able to prove it yet, but that's what I find the most interesting about the possibility of a paradigm shift, if you would. If mankind learns something new that upends the apple cart to prove that everything was based on a flawed theory to begin with, then that changes everything. On
today's episode, the Blind Alchemist and JohnBuckson conduct a philosophical debate over Walter Russell's zero-point meditation, Terrence's purest on the Joe Rogan experience, psychological manipulation of the masses, sanity, individualism, and the physics of intentionalice. Listen until the end. Please email us or send us a voicemail. Our address is TheBlindAlchemyPodcast@gmail.com. Find, like, review, subscribe, and contact us on Facebook and YouTube at The Blind Alchemy Podcast. All one word. Please subscribe to this podcast on your podcast player. We are available on iTunes.
The Blind Alchemy Podcast.